Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome. This is Razor's Badugi League. It's round 1 of Razor's Badugi League, and you can win a PokerStars Shark, a little stress toy. Little PokerStars stress toy who's going to be shipped to the winner of the Razor's Badugi League after the 10 weeks when we've completed all 10 rounds. Today is week 1. So of week 1 of the 10 rounds. So where can you find out how to get involved in the Razor's Badugi League? Go to the forums at pokerschoolonline.com. Okay, go to the poker forum, and this is all taking place in the home games section of the poker forum. So we just scroll down and we go to home games, and when we're in home games, we go to home games, and there you'll see it there. It's called Razor's Badugi League. Win a PokerStars Shark. If you click on that, then you'll find out all the details of where and when the tournaments are going to be played. They're going to be played every Friday around this time, around 7 o'clock in the evening in the UK and in Ireland. First place will get 10 points, second place will get 8 points, third place will get 7 points. And after the 10 weeks, then if you score more points than anyone else, basically you win the PokerStars Shark, and I'll ship that out to you. So it promises to be a lot of fun and pretty exciting stuff. We've 8 players registered for today's tournament. They're all taking place in my home game club, the Royal Razors home game club. Here on the stream, just underneath, you'll see details of how to join my home game club. All new members are welcome and to be accepted. So yeah, I'd say after a short while now, what will happen is we'll get all the players onto the one table. It'll level it out. That usually happens when late registration has finished. So once late registration is finished, nobody else is going to enter, then PokerStars will balance out the tables for us, which is great. If you're not a Badugi player, don't worry about it. Most of us aren't. Myself included, I've been playing Badugi now for the last, say, year and a half or so, but not on a big scale. So I'm still pretty new to the game, and all these guys will be fairly new to it. Kazar200 here is another Irish player, and Kazar is we ran this Badugi League before, and Kazar won the Shark the last time round. So Kazar200 is our defending champion, so a shout out to Kazar. Kazar's just saying hi all and good luck to everybody in the chat. I'm going to discard 2 cards here. The basics of Badugi is you have to get the best 4 card hand possible, and they have to be low. Okay, so you're talking ace, 2, 3, 4, and they all have to be of different suits. So if you get the best 4 card hand where they're all of different suits and you have ace through 4, that's the nuts in Badugi. And it's a draw game. It can be a lot of fun, and especially in an environment like this when it's done in a home game club, you know, it's great, because it's a great way to learn a new game and to try out something different and get away from no limit hold'em for a while, which is a lot of fun. It's a game too where you probably have to be observant and watch what happens, what the other players are doing. Like you can see players discarding cards here. Obviously they haven't hit Badugi yet. The players that do hit Badugi usually don't want to go drawn for another card, so they'll do a thing called stand pat. And you'll see players that stand pat that don't draw for any other cards. You know, there's a good chance that they've hit Badugi. So you can, like Kazar showed Badugi there in that hand there. Here, for example, I have 6, 9, 7, all of different suits. I'm going to call this and discard the Jack of Diamonds. So what we need here is a very, very low heart to come out. So Ace of Hearts, 2 of Hearts, anything like that would be great. So I'll discard 1 in this draw. We get the 8 of Spades, which doesn't help us at all because we already have a spade, and the spade that we have is the 7 of Spades. It's lower than the 8, so but nobody here has invested any more money into the pot, so maybe they haven't hit Badugi either. We'll know for any 2 win if they've hit Badugi, because are they going to draw here or are they going to stand pat? So we'll just keep an eye on that. Any 2 win discards 2. Stinky Gimp discards 1. I'm going to discard 1. We get a 7 of clubs. Again, it's no good to us because we already have a low club. We have the 6 of clubs. Again, nobody's bet, so we'll check this. We'll take the next draw for free. We've got 1 draw remaining. And that has helped us either. Again, we've got the 6 of spades now, so we were unlucky here with our 3 draws. The any to win has bet. We haven't hit anything. There's a good chance here. We're actually going to see the showdown here, but I'm going to fold this hand because I'd be pretty confident that any to win has the best hand here. Went the other way. It was Stinky Gimp had the best hand. Going to raise this pot up here because we've got a good starting hand with 3 draws remaining. We've got low 6, 4 and 3. So we're looking for a very low diamond. Ace of diamonds would be perfect here. Kazar's discarded 2 cards. And hasn't hit anything yet because Kazar hasn't bet. He's discarded 1 hand here. I'm going to discard 1 as well. We do pick up our diamond here, so we're going to bet, but Kazar decides to call. Kazar's still drawn. I'm going to stand pat. And I'm going to bet again and expect Kazar to fold here. So that was nice. We've won our first hand already. So yeah, this is all a lot of fun, and there is like a token prize, the little sharky here, little PokerStars shark. So it's a little token prize that I will post out to any of you guys that decide to take part in the 10 rounds of the league and win the league for us. Going to call here because I have a good draw with 2 draws remaining. We do hit a Badugi. It's a Jack High Badugi though, which is not the strongest. Kazar stands pat. It could be that they easily have a better Badugi than us, but we do get to check for free, so we'll just check it down. And Kazar does have a spade there indeed. So yeah, like hopefully my main objective here of the league is for you guys all to have fun. So that's objective number 1. And then after that, it's like learn a new game, just come hang out, learn a new game. And maybe Badugi could become the game for you. Again, it's refreshing, it's good to get away from the no limit hold'em tables for a while. When you're playing no limit hold'em tournaments and cash games, it can get rather tiresome and it can get rather frustrating. So this is just like a nice break away from no limit hold'em and a chance to try out something else. We've Annie to win here and Stinky Gimp involved in a hand. It goes check check and Stinky Gimp has the best hand. It wasn't a Badugi, but it was good nonetheless. I've got the ace of spades and the 3 of diamonds here. I'm just going to check to see a flop, or not a flop, sorry, to get to the first draw and discard 2 of my cards. We're looking for a low heart and a low club. We get neither. We get loads more diamonds. And at this stage I could probably give this one up because not even close to getting a Badugi there. This is not a great starting hand either, so we let this one go. Kazar discards 3 cards in that draw. The bet 60, Andy to win, is now deciding whether they want to call that bet or maybe raise it up. They could fold to decide they elect just to call. Kazar stands pat, and like Kazar is as I said before, has won the Badugi League before. They know about a little bit about Badugi. The good Badugi player stands pats again, so I'm guessing Kazar has the goods here. Yeah, and Andy to win decides to fold, but I'm pretty sure that was a good fold because I'm pretty confident that Kazar had the goods in that hand. Here I've got 2 nines, I've got 2 clubs, they're all pretty high cards, so I do get to see the first draw for free, and I'm only going to keep 1 card, so I'll discard 3 of them and see what happens. Still got 2 high cards here. Not really sure if it's worth continuing. We better off wait for better spots and just let that one go. Okay, we didn't raise it up there. We gave Eddie to win a free draw. But we have an ace and we have a 5, which is a pretty low card, so we'll discard 2. And there we get the 6 of spades, which is an excellent card too. And we get a lower club, so what we'll do is we'll keep the 2 of clubs now, and we'll discard the 5. And you know, I think this hand here is pretty strong. So even though any 2 wins decide to sit out now, I think we should always bet there, and bet for the next 2 draws, because there's a pretty good chance that we would have the best hand when we get to the showdown here. I've got the best position here with being on the button, so I'm just going to call and get the first draw. Stinky Gimp discards 2 cards, so I also am going to have to discard 2 cards here. But we know that Stinky Gimp hasn't hit anything. Neither of the 2 cards that we got in that draw are any good to us. The Ace of Hearts, even though it's low, we've already got our Ace, and we've already got our Heart, having the 7 of Hearts. So we don't want to invest any more money here until we actually hit something. Stinky Gimp caught a good card with the last draw. They're only drawn for 1 card this time around. We still need to draw 2. 2 queens come out, and they're 2 high cards. They're no help to us at all. Stinky Gimp decides to bet, so we could easily fold there. And now the late registration must have finished, because we have we've now got our full table, which is excellent. So we've got 8 players in the tournament. PokerStars has already switched us to final table mode. I think with a poor position here like this, with it being all clubs as well, it's no good to us. We can get out of there. So let's do a shout out to who we have here at the table. We've got myself with all the zeros. Myself as a regular in the Razors Home Game Club. We've Stinky Gimp, who played with us last Sunday. Andy to Win again, who's a regular. R&B Poker, welcome along. Peachers is sitting out at the moment, but welcome along too. Kazar, our defending Badugi League champion, and TJ Vancouver. And here we pick up a very sweet starting hand, so we're just going to raise it up. Our position is not the best. We're in early position, so we don't get to see what the other guys are going to do before us. They've all folded around though to the small blind. I'm only going to discard 1 here. And that ace, even though it looks pretty, it's no good to us, because what we need is a very low club. That doesn't oblige us either. We get a lower heart than the one we have, so we get rid of the 7 of hearts and keep the 6 of hearts. If we went the other way, if we got rid of the 6 of hearts and kept the 7 of hearts, we would have been in a tidy position. But that didn't happen, so not a lot we can do about that. Just going to check it down. There's no draws remaining. Kazar had a great hand there. Wasn't a Badugi because they had 2 diamonds in the hand, but still, nevertheless, it was good. We might get to see the first draw for cheap here. We're in the big blind position, so we're playing 100 chips for the big blind. And we do indeed get to see the first draw for free. We're going to have to discard 2. The next draw, if we get there, we're only going to discard 1. Again, we need to catch a low club. The thing with this is that we have a 9 high hand here, and the 9 high hand is pretty vulnerable, especially if you get to showdown against another opponent. There's a good chance that they could have a 6 high or a 5 high or a 7 high, and they will usually be in the lead. But we have 1 draw remaining, and we can now ditch our 9 because we've hit the 6 of diamonds. So again, we'll pick up 1 more draw card, and we're looking for a low club. We might even get to see this next draw card for free, with a bit of luck. We do indeed. It didn't help us, but everybody's, including TJ Vancouver, I'm just going to decide, they decide to bet. You know, we don't have Badugi here, so we're not gonna spew off 200 more chips. TJ Vancouver, I'm guessing, because they're in early position, must have something here. If anyone has anything, anybody else has anything better, what they're going to do is they're going to raise them up, and that would leave me in a tricky spot there because I'd have to invest more chips into the pot, which I don't want to do with something that's not Badugi. This is a pretty starting hand here. All I'm missing here is a low diamond. But again, like with the last hand, the position ain't too good. Everybody's decided it's a kind of a family pot. I think we're all involved in this one. R&B poker discards 2, Kazar discards 1. We're 5-handed in this hand. Checks around to me again, so I get to just see the next card with 2 draws remaining. Looking for a low diamond? No. It's the Jack of Spades, which doesn't help us at all. Nobody's hit Badugi yet in this hand. We're all still discarding cards and drawing for new cards. Stinky Game decides to take on this orphan pot. He puts in 200 chips and Kazar decides to call. I've 1 draw remaining. I'm looking for a low diamond. There's already 900 in the pot, which is a pretty sizable pot. Blinds and antes are increasing quickly. So I'm actually going to call here and just hope for a low diamond. And it doesn't come. So definitely going to give up now with no draws remaining. So it's easy decision now. It's a check fold. And I will fold, and Stinky Game takes down what is a really nice pot to take down at this stage. I might have to introduce a rule, guys, where we're not going to award points for players that sit out. So usually the way that the structure of this tournament is that there's a good chance that if you are sitting out, you're not going to score any points anyway, because only the top 3 score points. So it's very unlikely that a top 3 player will get there by sitting out. But what I need is everybody's support and to take part in these tournaments, because we need at least 8 or 9 entries in the tournament each week just to make sure that a sitter outer doesn't score any points. Here I get dealt an excellent starting hand of 3 draws remaining. I have ace, 2, 3, rainbow. I'm going to discard 1. We have hit the 9 of spades, which is pretty nice. It's still a vulnerable hand though. It's still 9 high, and I don't want to draw for another card here because it is a Badugi and they're so hard to get to. But I don't want to alert the other guys at the table that I have a Badugi just yet at this stage here, because I want to observe what they're doing, and I also don't want to let them know that I've got Badugi, so I don't want to start betting. If they see me bet and raising, then they will be alerted to the fact that I've got something pretty strong. So I'm going to sneakily just try to stand pat as much as I can. The observant ones at the table will realise that I'm standing pat and that I must have hit something. But those that aren't paying attention and maybe concentrate more on their own hand would have a better chance of winning this. Stinky Gimp is standing pat. I'm going to stand pat. I think Stinky Gimp could have a better hand than me at this stage. So did have checked. You know, there's 2,850 in the pot. If I bet here 300 and I get raised, then I've really put my whole tournament on the line. Stinky Gimp could easily have a better hand than me here, so I'm just going to check back, and I do win that one. So that was a nice pot to get at that stage. In the cutoff position here, and I get a low 5 and a low 3. I'm just going to discard 2 cards, but I'm going to see 1 draw just to see does it help me improve. Everybody's discarded 2 cards except R&B Poker, who only discarded 1. Stinky Gimp decides to bet again. Going to get rid of the 9 of spades this time. And just call. Now we're looking for a low heart, which would be a beautiful card to get. If we could get the 2 of hearts, we're rooting for the 2 of hearts. We swap our 9 of spades for a 9 of clubs. That's no good to us. Stinky Gimp is betting again, so seems to like to put money into the pot. And we're still looking for that low heart. Okay, no draws remaining. Stinky Gimp stood pat on the last betting round there. He's put 400 into the pot and stood. He didn't draw for a card, so he must have hit a Badugi. We've got 2 diamonds, which is no good to us, so we're just going to let that go. Happily let that go. This hand here now, we're looking for a low spade to give us a Badugi. And we do get a low spade, which is excellent. So Kazer's after betting 200. We've got R&B Poker, which is involved in the hand where we're 3-handed. I'm going to just stand pat here. Going to put some money into the pot here. It's already 2,700. R&B Poker did take 1 card. So definitely going to bet here. I'm expecting R&B Poker to fold, which they do. So I see a few viewers there in this watching the stream live on Twitch. You're all very, very welcome along. It is Razor's Badugi League. It's the first round of a 10-week Badugi League where guys can win a PokerStars shark. It's PokerStars stress tie. This little guy here. And I'll ship that off to whoever wins the league at the end of the 10 rounds. Here I've got a low 6 and a low 3. I'm going to actually let that one go. I don't like my position at the table. We're getting very... the blinds are getting big, so we're going to be playing for big pots. And one hand can actually make or break you now in this tournament, even at this early stage. We've been playing for about 27 minutes now. So yeah, like as I said earlier, if you missed it earlier, you can watch this again on YouTube. But go to the home game forum at pokerschoolonline.com. Go to the poker forum there, into the home game section, and there's a thread there called Razor's Badugi League, Win a PokerStars Shark. And there you'll find details of how to get involved in this league. Down there, just on the bottom, you'll see details of how to join my home game club. Everybody's welcome to come along and take out this tournament every Friday evening at 7 PM UK time, and just hang out with us and have some fun and have a chance of winning that shark. That's the number one objective, is just to have fun. That's what it's all about. What's going to be interesting for me to see if is Kazer can defend their title. We ran this Razor's Badugi League before, I'd say about maybe 6 months ago or so, and Kazer 200 was our winner. Interesting hand here, 2 very close hands, and we lose a player. I think we lost myself with all the zeros, so good game myself. Actually going to fold this hand here. And that was a nice pot to win any 2 win, so any 2 win picks up some chips there. You know, something like this where the buy-in is very, very cheap, and where we're doing it as a community, we're doing it as a bunch of guys and girls in a home game club. It can be a lot of fun, and that's what it's meant to be. And it's just a place to chill out and relax and to learn a new game together. The likelihood is that we'll see the same opponents at the table every Friday, so we get to know a little bit each other about our different styles of playing this game, and we learn more about the game each week that we play. Kazer picks up chips there again very low hand. Didn't make Badugi there because there was 2 diamonds in her hand. These queens are following me around, these two ladies. We had them in the last hand as well. Okay, so we're now 7-handed. Blinds are going to get very big very quickly, so we're going to find that we're going to lose opponents at the table very quickly. R&B Poker has only 980 chips left. Yeah, only 980 chips left. So R&B Poker, it's going to get it hard to come back from there, from that position, but anything is possible. Remember, only the top 3 score points. There is bonus points involved too, so check out the forum at pokerschool9.com. You'll find out a way to score bonus points. Here we have a nice hand. You know, we've got rainbow with 3 cards. We've got the 2, the 5 and the 9. We just need to get rid of the queen of clubs. So we will see a draw. And I think we lost another player too when all that was going on. Yep, we lost TJ Vancouver. So good game, TJ Vancouver. Okay, and on that draw there, with 2 draws remaining, we did hit a very nice Badugi hand here. It's an 8-high Badugi hand. I'm going to actually check raise here. There's 1, 2, 3 players, 4 players, sorry. So I am going to check raise. It's the first time that I have check raised in this tournament. But what I do want to do is build a nice pot here. Okay, so nobody obliged me, nobody bet into the pot, so. But I do get to see now by keeping an eye on my opponents if they're going to draw or not. So Stinky Game draws, they haven't hit Badugi. Any 2 win is going to stand pat. Okay, so that's interesting. And both R&B Poker and Kazar both are on draws, so it's going to be interesting to see what any 2 win here has. I am going to bet because I want to get rid of some of these opponents and don't give them the opportunity to suck out of me. And I get I bet and I get raised by any 2 win. So I've got a 9-high Badugi hand, and I'm put in a tough spot here. If I call his 1600 chips here, I'm going to have and Kazar calls as well. So Kazar likes a piece of this, and Kazar's actually put half of our stack remaining on the table. So I have a Badugi hand here, but this is a fold, and I'll tell you why it's a fold. The Any to Win has stood pat and raised me up, so they have a very strong Badugi hand. Kazar is no slouch. They know the game. They know how to play Badugi, and they decide that they're going to get, like, Kazar's pot committed now at this stage, without a shadow of a doubt. They're going to go up, and I'm just going to fold. We're going to see what happens here. So it's a tough fold, and Kazar's still drawing here, which is unusual. That's a very unusual play there by Kazar. I'm very surprised with that. Any to Win picks up a healthy chip lead there. I think it's time here where, like, I'm going to go for this. We are going to draw, but the size of the pot here, it's going to be huge when we get to the end of it. So all I need now is a very low spade, which will give me a 7-high Badugi hand. But we are going to be putting all our chips in the middle here. We have an all-in already for R&B Poker. Kazar is there. I can't see Kazar folding here. Any to Win discards 1 card. Kazar discards another. We still have 1 draw remaining. We're still waiting for that very low spade. We don't get the very low spade, but we haven't invested any more chips in the pot either. Definitely haven't got the best here. Any to win looks like they have the best hand. Sorry, it was actually R&B Poker that had the best hand there. So we lose Kazar, we lose our defending champ. Good game, Kazar. Okay, just for the record here, Peachers, we're not going to award any points to Peachers, even if he does get to the top 3, because we're not going to award points for sitters. I'm going to make that very clear in the forum thread for the tournament. I don't think it's fair on the guys that do come out to participate. It's okay if you don't think that you're going to make the tournament, don't register for it, and that just makes it fair for the other guys as well. And I think that's okay. So just type in a good game Kazar into the chat on the Twitch stream. Okay, it looks like that R&B Poker is going to be all in here too. There's only 70 chips left. And we have a clear favourite. Any to win looks like a clear favourite. Okay, I'm going to be getting my chips in here and just hoping to hit any heart. I'm going to keep the Jack of Hearts, even though it's very, very high. I have got Rainbow with 3 cards, so I just need any heart just to give me a Badugi. We are 5-handed, so I'm thinking that that would be the smart thing to do right now. We have Lowball Wizard in the chat on Twitch, so hello Lowball Wizard. And they're asking me if I know Adam Owen or Ted Spivak, 2 British Badugi players. No, I don't. I haven't heard of them. But then again, like I think all of us here are kind of Badugi noobs. We just play this game more for fun more than anything else. I'm getting all the diamonds out here. I got rid of the King of Diamonds and now I've got the Queen of Diamonds is after coming along for the ride. So I'm going to go all in and still hoping to hit that 1 heart. So we need a heart. So fingers crossed for a heart. No, it's not a heart. And we lose our chips. So we're out in 5th place. We're out in 5th place. And who got me there? R&B Poker got me there. So well done, R&B Poker. Yeah, I've got Kazar in the chat there on Twitch too, saying that the sit-outs shouldn't get points. Yep, no, sit-outs will not get points. It's just not fair on the others. And now we've an interesting situation where the sit-out's not sitting out anymore. The sit-out is not sitting out anymore and have just joined the game. Peaches, you're joining the game late, mate. We were going to kick you. You were very close to getting no points in a technicality, but you know, it's up to you now. You still got to finish in the top 3 to score any points, so you've got 1 big blind left. Let's see what you can do with it. Petrus decides to fold there. Petrus will have the blinds coming through them again pretty soon, but then again so will Stinky Gimp. So it's between Petrus and Stinky Gimp of who's going to finish 3rd in this tournament. Any two win takes down that pot with a bit of aggression. Betting a call here between Any two win and R&B Poker, both of them discarding one card. The R&B Poker is going to be all in here with this hand, it looks like. It's playing for a big pot, so they have to call. They don't have a Badugi, but they do win the pot. So, good for them, they're still in the tournament. Two very close hands there. It looks like both Stinky Gimp and Peachers might be... Well, Peachers could fold here. This will be interesting to see how this works out. Kazar asking me what's my tourney on the 7th. Okay, we do lose Stinky Gimp in third or in fourth place. Stinky Gimp, my friend, very, very unlucky. You did finish in fourth place and you won't score points. So Peachers, by arriving late at the party, they do manage to score some points. But it's early days yet. We've got 10 weeks of this to go every Friday, so a long way to go. And the way the point structure is set up too, even if you don't score points for the first 2 or 3 weeks, you're still going to have a shot of winning this league, because the point structure is set to be very close, and you can come back easily into it. So yeah, Kazar, if you go to the Home Games forum, and there's a thread there. I'm trying to remember the name of the thread. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just go quickly into the Poker School Online forum here and try and find it. Not sure if I'm going to be doing it every Sunday. We've done it. I've only missed 1 or 2 Sundays over the last few months. Okay, so Kazar, I just dropped a link into the Twitch stream there for the Sunday tournament. You're very welcome to come along. It's a Razor's $1 bounty game where we have a bit of fun in the home game club here, and I award a $1 karma buck. So I'll ship basically whoever knocks me out of the tournament, I'll ship them $1 on PokerStars, and it's a karma dollar. So it's up to whoever gets it in any week then to decide how they're going to pass it on, so to speak. Seen Peachers in the chat there too, on PokerStars in the chat box, just saying that they slept it in. That's okay. We can all sleep it in now and again. It's no sweat, no big deal. We'll forgive you, we'll let you off the hook this one time. R&B Poker must have a nice Badugi hand here. They're at their standing pat. Now they're betting strong. Betting 2,000 chips. Any to win decides to fold, so obviously they didn't hit Badugi. And Peachers still on a draw, so it looks like we're going to lose Peachers. So good game, Peachers. And yeah, R&B Poker had a 7 high Badugi hand. And we're now heads up. Heads up between R&B Poker and Any 2 Win. R&B Poker is from the United Kingdom, and Any 2 Win is from Australia. As we know, Any 2 Win is a regular. Heads up for the shark, mate. R&B Poker, you've got a long way to go before you get your hands on that shark. There's 10 rounds here. Every Friday for the next 10 weeks. But yeah, any to win, my god, man, you stay up all night. Like, it's 7:45 here in Ireland, so it must be about 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning with you. So yeah, really early, man. And it's a pity that obviously these times do suit you. Otherwise, if they didn't suit you, obviously you wouldn't be here playing with us. But it's great to see from the other side of the globe. It's great to see you joining in the fun, and we appreciate it. Okay, so just sent a purple heart to Kazar, who has decided that just told me there in the chat that they're signed up for the next Razors One Buck Bounty game on Sunday. Thank you, Kazar. I hope that you are enjoying the stream. These Twitch streams are just meant to be a bit of fun. I'm not the Langolier, or I'm not Shumi1, or I'm not Garrett C23. I'm not a poker trainer. I'm not good enough or qualified enough to be a poker coach. So my Twitch stream is more just a hangout place. It's a place where you guys can come along and we can just chat and have some fun. More relaxed. But I'm definitely I'm not the person that you need to learn how to play poker from. I'd be one of the worst people that you could go to for that. Already 4,800 chips in the pot here. R&B Poker decides to take a stab at it. And I'd say in another couple of hands we could be all over here. Karen, you don't need another shark, but then, you don't want the shark that you have already to get lonely. He needs a companion, he needs a mate in life. So, 2 sharks are better than 1. We're getting close here for who's going to take down this tournament. R&B Poker's only got 2,080 chips left. Any to win saying in the chat that they haven't got it, so they decide to fold. That hands over the chip lead, and quite a huge chip lead over to R&B Poker, but then again, it's still anybody's game. So yeah, I hope from the 8 guys played this game today, or was it 9? 8 or 9 guys played this game, and I hope that you've probably all played some form of Badugi before. Whether it's in the Poker School of 9 home game club or somewhere else. But I hope that you think that this is a fun format. Again, like as I said at the beginning of the stream, it's supposed to be something that's refreshing and something different. Something new to do. R&B Poker standing pat here, they're on the button. Any to win has been observant and they've noticed that, so they decided to fold. And Any to win now waiting for a kind of a semi-good starting hand. Something that's not spectacular. Karen's asked me in chat, will I show any big tournaments here? Not really, Karen, no. I don't have time to stream too often, and usually I just do it for these fun little home games and stuff like that. And then when I am playing big tournaments what's a big tournament? A big tournament for me is would be an $11 tournament like the Sunday Storm or one of the big 11s. And usually when I'm playing them, I just like to concentrate. That's not saying that sometimes I will stream them, but not all the time. So again, it's more kind of just for fun, this kind of social hangout kind of place where there's a minimal investment into the tournament. Like they're going to be cheap tournaments, and we're all can have fun and not really get too worried about the outcome. Try to keep it fun by having things like the $1 bounties or these little fun little Badugi leagues and something that's different, you know. I don't want to start taking the whole Twitch thing too seriously. I just want it to be enjoyable for all. Now we have any to win here in this hand here. You know, practically going all in. They get called, but they've standing pat twice now, so they have got a Badugi, and probably a pretty good one at that. But then if they put in 720 more chips, can R&B Poker actually fold? You know? They don't fold, and that evens it up now again. Both of them on similar starting stacks. Badugi and it being a draw game, it's you know, always hard to know. God, should I have folded there? I think I made a mistake in the hand earlier where I had hit the Badugi. We were three-handed and I folded. You know, I could have actually continued in that maybe. I'll look back on that at some point and see. Good to see too that Any to Win and R&B Poker are actually having some friendly chat in the chat box and enjoying each other's company too. That's always good to see. I get amazed when we play the Poker School Online home game tournaments, and the chat just gets so heated and the discussion, like, you know, guys, come on, we're only having fun. We're all here to have fun. And we're all players that are learning the game. Like, you know, you could go your whole life and still learn stuff that's new about poker. That's what makes the game so fascinating. But there's no need to take it too seriously. Enjoyable heads-up battle here between Any to Win and R&B Poker. We've been heads up for quite a while, and the blinds are huge. So like they're at 3-2, 1600 chips. Big blind of 3200 chips. So, you know, it's kind of going in swings. The big stack is going from one player and then being shipped back to the other player. They're passing it back and forth. I think we're getting close to it now though. R&B Poker takes on the big stack. So Any to Win is like what, one or two big blinds left. So we'll probably just have no choice but just to get it all into the middle here. I think in this hand especially, and just hope for the best. So that's what the Any to Win does decide to do. It's all in and a call. This is for the first tournament, round one. Who's going to win round one of the tournament? This could be it. Any to Win takes down the pot, so they're not down and out yet. They're hanging on in there for dear life. Both players discarding 2 cards. And it goes check, check 2, so Any to Win discarding 2 that time. R&B Poker only discarding 1. So R&B Poker's hand has improved slightly. Will it go check, check again? It goes check, bet. So Any to Win should fold here. Yeah, that was a good fold from Any to Win. I have no doubt that R&B Poker's hand improved there. If any two wins hand is semi-good here, they should really just raise it up here and just get it in as quick as they can. Go and draw and just hope for the best. Called and it checked, so R&B Poker discards 1. Any two win doesn't have a good start in the hand, discards 2 cards there. This is like pot committed here, so it's either fold or ship it all in. They decide to fold, we move on to the next hand. And we have any two win all in again here. Being short stacked, probably no choice but to go all in. So we're back to the situation again where it's all in and a call. Who'll win it this time? Any to win has a weak hand of discarding 2 cards, sorry. Whereas R&B Poker's only discarding 1. On the second draw, both discard only 1 card. And we have a winner, folks. R&B Poker takes down round 1 of Razor's Badugi League. Congratulations, R&B Poker. And any to win all the way from Australia, mate, for staying up or getting up so early in the morning. You decided to come second, and congratulations for coming second. You get seconds points for this. So thanks to everybody for coming out to the Badugi League, round 1 of the Badugi League. It was fun. It lasted less than 1 hour, so a short little tournament, and that's good too, because we don't want these tournaments to drag on for hours. I hope you all agree it was a bit of fun, and we'll be back next Friday for more. See a comment there in the Twitch chat from Kazar. Do I do any of the challenges? Yes, I do, Kazar. I've done the Zoom Accumulator Challenge. I think you can get 10,000 in chips. I've got won aces since yesterday. I've won aces 7 times, so I have 7,000 chips already. Just have to win it 3 more times with aces to get the full 10,000 starting stack for the Zoom Accumulator Challenge on PokerStars. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. That's going to be good. So yeah, look, we had a few viewers on Twitch. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed the Badugi game. And folks, we'll be back next Friday and we'll do it all over again. So thanks for watching. And for you guys that were playing, thanks for playing. Talk to you next Friday. Take care, guys.